my good people, hope mko salama. Welcome and welcome back to my YouTube channel. For those who haven't subscribed, please support your girl here by subscribing. So today I'm going to just do a short clip. Actually, it's like a real talk, real talk, like things I'm trying to normalize to make them normal. So I'll just start with the first. Should I first name them? Okay. I have, when I say first things I'm trying to unlearn, the first thing, what is unlearning? Unlearning is that, like the meaning of it is, we have normalizing and we have unlearning. The first one is unlearning. Something that you had learned that this should be done this way, but now later on you are trying to unlearn. You are now knowing that this is wrong and this one is not correct. So be talking about them. Then the things I'm trying to normalize, those things that I'm trying to make them normal. Okay, sometimes you have friends, you have families, and you have all those colleagues and even clients. Okay, sometimes you can be doing something, you yourself you're thinking it's okay, but then someone comes and tells you, hey Jilan, you always behave this way, or Jilan, these things you always do so well, or things how do you always manage to do these things, these kind of things, like all those questions. So those questions, some can be like telling you to unlearn them, like to do the different way. Then there are people who can be even encouraged by how you do them. So the first one and the foremost, we have the first one, understanding different or various seasons of your life. That is the first one. Okay. You always have different seasons in our life. The first one, you can have a season that you are really happy. That is an era. We have the happy era, the answered prayer era, we have the girl era, we have the manifestation era, and we even have the enjoyment era. So we always have, like, sometimes that you are praying, you pray for something to happen. Then there are some times that you are really happy and even appreciating what has happened. So those eras, like not era, like season, yeah, those seasons, we should normalize them, understanding different seasons in life. Maybe you are 20 something, maybe you are 25, maybe you are 24, and you are seeing your friend or even your colleague, or even someone you are close to, not even close to, like someone just to know that you know that is even maybe over 30 years and does a lot of things. Maybe he has accomplished, he has already graduated, he has already, I use he most of the times. She or he has already succeeded in terms of relationships, in terms of love, like in terms of finance, in terms of connections, and in terms of like most of the things, even investments and all that. And you are there trying to compare yourself with that person. So one thing that I've learned is try to normalize different seasons in your life. So for instance, there's a time after university, after campus, there was always, like, let me start from those who did 844, from class 8. Then we have from form 4, then we have from campus, then now that period after campus. The first one after class 8, the class 8, most people always want to go and do something. Maybe you don't want just to stay at home and wait for your results. Then the other one, we have after form 4, someone wants to go and learn driving. Another one wants to go and learn computer studies. If you are not doing it in your school, and another person wants to go and like make a channel or create a channel. Another person even doesn't know what should he or she should do. He's just there surviving. You don't know even what you should do. So you always have those seasons. You have people who have these parts, not that they are really developed, no, but they have more connections and they are exposed. That's the word. They are more exposed than others. So we try to normalize them. Someone can have done this and this after Form 4. Someone has already traveled abroad. Someone has already, after campus, has already gotten a job. Someone has already grown, like in finances and investment, and you are just there trying to compare yourself. Bana, comparison is a worst enemy. Let me tell you, people. My fam, please. Comparison is a really bad enemy. You can get depressed just because of looking at you. Like you just on social media, WhatsApp, Facebook, IG, and all that, even YouTube, you just see your friends prospering and you're just there with no clue. Like you're just surviving. That era is now your era of survival. But now you're trying to cry yourself, feeling depressed. You're like, the world has ended. You don't have any other something constructive to do and all that. So always have different seasons. And in those seasons, maybe that season that you are trying to do your level best, but you are not even getting like something moving. So that is a different season. Don't compare it or lose hope in your your dreams. Yeah. Then another one is loving yourself. Okay. After high school, let me say just after campus, always have different scars. Not even after, for me, okay, let me stop for myself from experience. I had an accident, and that accident cost me a lot of gave me scars. But right now, I don't have even like I just normalized having them. Okay, so loving yourself always makes you. Someone can be sensitive when you talk about her, maybe the weight, maybe she's so. Let me not say fat, let me just say thick, or she's so slender, or even someone who is so what do you call, someone who doesn't get along with people, or even someone who is over. Have you ever interacted with someone who talks from morning, like he doesn't pause? Okay, that's another character. So we always have those different types of people. If you are among different, like everyone is unique, yes, but if you are in a category like you are being told about this and this, and that is the thing you can't change about you, just try to normalize that. Forget about people's businesses and just normalize on that. Normalize loving yourself. Normalize all those cards that you have. Just be pretty on them, with them. In International Women's Day, we talked about, I attended a forum. It was at a Sarit Center. And that forum was really encouraging women. Like even those ladies that have already, mothers now, ladies who have graduated to being mothers, or girls who have graduated to be mothers. They were all really, really encouraged. Like when someone gives birth or becomes a mom, there are different things in your body that keep changing. Like day after day, giving birth to a child, bringing a human being into the world. It's really not a joke. Yeah. So those things, those scars that someone always has, body fat, let's say if you underwent CS, or even everything just about your body keeps changing even after being a mom, and when you enter to that season of being a mom. So just normalize loving yourself. That is another thing that I've normalized. I've not like given birth yet, but there are some things that I've normalized, like my if it's like my skin. Sometimes if I always have these acnes, but now how have I learned to love myself more than what people tell me? Is maybe I try doing skincare routine, or even sometimes use products that do not affect my body, and even sometimes try just in a way that I can help my skin to be okay. There are some things that you can't then you can't like change in your body. Then another thing, let's say about your body shape, maybe let me not use this word. Okay, maybe you have a body shape that you want to go to the gym every day, or you want to create time to be going to the gym and doing some exercises to reduce on and keep fit. But you've tried as much as you can, but nothing happens. Or if it happens, it's just a little bit of the reduction. So normalize just loving yourself. That way, girl, you are okay. Don't be stressed by anyone. That is the second one. The third one is normalize treating yourself. You can't be working for a whole month, maybe a Monday to, let me not just, okay, like you can't be working for a whole month, then you get paid, but you don't even treat yourself. You are a girl or you are a man. Okay, you are a lady or you are a man, and you get paid after working. Imagine waking up so early, coming back late. Then you get paid, and you just like say, hey, this thing ya kujitreat, hiyo nimeachia. Who have you? Okay, just normalize treating yourself, girls. Guys, not girls. Normalize treating yourself. Jipeleke out, even if you are not taking. Don't take yourself for granted. Don't take yourself for granted. Try and treat yourself. Just go for that trip that you have been really longing for. Go to a town. Okay. Go to a place that you really always feel good when you visit that place. Or even buy something that you really love, or that you will stay saying, hey, anyway, for real, I did something with the hard work I was putting. Yeah, so that is the third one. If you work hard, treat yourself well. Then another one we have, this is a common term that we always use. Always say it's okay not to be okay. So sometimes you can just feel depressed. That is like another nini. We always have these types of quotient, how your body reacts and how you react to some things. For example, when I say we have an emotional quotient, we have intelligent quotient, we have spiritual or social quotient, then we have adverse or adversity quotient. Adversity quotient, okay, let me introduce you to this one. Adversity quotient is like how you react after being at a, after passing a hard moment, or how you react after going through a hard moment or even a disappointment. Maybe you've lost your loved one, maybe you've been heartbroken, maybe you've been disappointed, maybe you've been fired at work, or maybe you just lost something that you really treasured. Yeah, and even at the hard times, or even someone was using some drugs or something and is trying to not to use them, so that can make them so depressed or undergo a hard time. So not feeling okay is okay. And now about the adversity quotient, how you come up after that depression, or how you come out after that hard moment, will really determine on your nini, on how you treat people. So when you are not okay, let me use social media. Sometimes when I'm not okay, I always delete myself from social media, because sometimes social media can make you really like even Okay, social media can give you that pressure. Ushaipewa pressure. Social media can give you pressure, and even social media can make you feel like you are doing nothing, lakini kwa ground you are really working, Yeah, then so just normalize. That is about seasons, different seasons. And I always use this term, normalizing not being okay, because even that season that you are really down, you'll always stand out. Okay, so don't quit. Yeah, the other one, things that I'm trying to normalize is deleting and removing the scarcity mentality. Okay, I'm trying to delete the scarcity mentality. Like, there's something that you really want to do, then you've tried. Let's say, like, you've given yourself 2 or 3 months. Then after the third month, you just say, this thing, like, you just become pessimistic. Just say that these things I've really tried, I've really worked on this task, I've really worked on something. Let me say I've really worked on being this way and this way, but there's nothing that can happen. So I won't change, or it won't it won't change. So that is scarcity mentality, and just delete it. Okay, just delete the scarcity mentality. Okay, then another thing or behavior or attitude that I'm trying to normalize is just on scarcity mentality from the society. You always reach, like, maybe you reach a certain age, then you are being told, by this age you should have a by this age you should have maybe moved to okay, by this age, why are you staying with your parents? By this age, you should be living alone. By this age, you should be having your own job. By this age, you should be having kids. By this age, you should be having a partner, like a real relationship. By this age, you should be have married. By this age, you should be blah 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 blah. Oof! Just delete the scarcity mentality from the society. Don't think about what the society will think about you. Just try doing your level best and trying to not to stress yourself, because this life, you can be stressing yourself and you are trying again to survive. So just do one. Just be you and try to survive. Everything, as long as you're working hard, as long as you're praying, and as long as you're keeping focus on what you want, or what you are determined to do, you'll always get it. So just delete the scarcity mentality from the village and people talking, this age, by this age, by this age. No. A person can be, okay, I read somewhere that a person can be 45 years and start a podcast. A person can be 35 years, have gotten married, has 3 kids, and is divorced. You see? So it's like a different season, a different imbalance. Let me just say imbalance. Then another thing is, someone can be 16, has different investments, has traveled in different countries, in this or her different dream countries. Okay, let's talk about Maldives, Dubai, okay, and all that. Okay, those are my dream countries. Maybe one day Allah will help me reach there. Yeah, then someone can be even 30 and have done different things. So if you try to compare yourself to that person, it always hurts, and it always even brings someone's immune so not immune esteem so down. So just normalize deleting and removing the scarcity mentality from the society. The other one is avoid criticizing people. Avoid criticizing people. If your friend or someone who is close to you wants to do something, or once is aiming at really doing something and has kept a lot of effort in that thing. Maybe you see someone really struggling with something that is really small to you, but for him or her, it's really a big thing. So just don't belittle that person. They always say that, okay, they always use this term. When someone is really happy about something that is really small to you, don't make him or her feel bad of loving that thing, okay? So don't make him or her feel bad by belittling that person. So if your feedback is going to belittle someone in a bad way, that is, just stop, don't give her that feedback. And if your feedback is going to be bad, but you try to make that person see your point of view, just do it in a way that won't hurt your fellow, okay? Yeah, so those are things that I've tried to normalize at the age of 25. I'm almost 25, guys. So those are the behaviors that I've tried to normalize. Then yeah, so let's see. Yeah, that's it. So try to normalize. You can write in the comment section what you're trying or really struggling to normalize. What is that thing that you are really trying to improve, and even make it normal in your life. Make it normal with your unlearning, just unlearning something and all that. Okay, guys, I had left out one point over there, something that you should keep unlearning, or what I'm literally trying to unlearn is normalize lying to those people who ask more questions about your personal life. Okay, where are you living? What are you doing? What like, when did you move to this place? What exactly do you do? Like, those personal questions. So you broke up with this guy. Are you single now? And like, which questions can I say? Like, those personal questions you get. I know different people have different personal questions. If you ask them, they seem personal to them, but for others, it's just normal. Yeah. So normalize lying to those people who ask a lot of questions about your personal life. You know they're asking about a personal question, but they won't help in any way. They're just like trying to get something to talk about, okay? Or rumors and gossip for gossip purposes. So just normalize lying to those people. It's a thing that I've learned, and it's so somehow helping. Yeah. So normalize lying about your personal life. Yeah. Then normalize keeping your next move secret, your personal life secret, and yeah, your personal life secret. That's it. So this is a thing that I'm normalizing, because if you want to move to a next step, or if you want to do something, and most of the times you just tell your friends, or you tell those people who are not that close to you, those people like that are just acquaintances, like just far friends, not those people who know you very well, who always help you in these and these seasons, you get. So normalize just hiding those next steps from them. Just put yourself and God first, then you can move to your next step. You can now spread the news after you've already moved. Yeah. In these simple things, if you want to make a step in this and you see this person can't contribute anything in it, just normalize not telling them the steps that you are making. Yeah, then normalize hey, this one is a tough one. I was told that people should just normalize I watched a channel over 25 channel, and it was about people trying to normalize people over 30. Those ladies actually always motivate. Yeah, those ladies always motivate me a lot. We have Shiki, Lonzi, Gatabaki, and Lonzi Gatabaki, Ivy, and Jules. Yeah, Julia. They always motivate me. They always talk like they're really a moral of motivating. They have motivating talks. So they talked about normalizing just saying your finances. Like if someone asks you what you earn or how you earn, just normalize telling them. But for me, that one, it's personal. It's personal. Personal. But some things you can't just normalize quickly, yeah, until you are at an age or you are at a comfort of just saying them, like relationships, finances, maybe something like it's family issues or personal issue. You can't just say it out until you become at peace with it. Yeah. So things like finances and relationships, maybe something just to say it to your friends. Let me talk about finances. Maybe if you are in a group of people or your friends, then you are talking, or in an interview or even a meeting, and then you are told about to talk about your finances and all that. Most of the people, me included, always feel so embarrassed. Should I use the term embarrassed? Yeah, somehow embarrassed, or like that thing will lower your dignity or will make you feel kind of ways, like in a type of way that won't make you comfortable. Yeah. So over 25 peeps were saying that you should just normalize talking directly about your finances. But we will try on that. Then lastly, let's go now to the last and foremost. Then the last one and not least is I always read a lot of books. This one here is, let me just put it here this way. What women want men to know. I was being a feminist. I started some time in 2022. Yeah, there is an ini in loving yourself. We had a part here that said, to be a wonderful lover, you must learn how to make love, not just with your body, but with your heart. How to let the love you feel from your partner flow into your words, into your gaze, into your touch, into your kiss, into your everything you do. So he or she doesn't just feel you are loving their body, but that you are loving their soul as well, just as you love yourself. Then we had another one here about a fish cooking. If you've read What Women Want Men to Know, this book by, who is it by? Barbara De Angelis. She's a PhD owner, holder, holds a PhD. It's always about, how was it? It is about you and your partner. This always talks about partners and soulmates and love, all that. So this one, that part talked about. Actually, I've just forgotten the page. Okay, it was about what women want men to know. That you are in the kitchen. You've prepared a meal, and that meal is fish and rice, or even fish and ugali, or staple food. Yeah, so you prepared that. Then after preparing, we have two fish. Then you and your partner. So you are done with preparing the fish. Then in your process of preparing that fish, a part of one fish broke. Let's say the tail broke the fish. Like what am I saying? The tail broke. The tail of one fish broke. Then the other one is just okay. So when you're serving that food, you have two fish. You've served everything at the table. Then now you've kept the fish. You are now at the dining table, right? Then the the fish, you have a broken one and mm, the one that is okay. Then you serve yourself the fish that is broken, cooked one. He used the cooked fish. Then the other one, you serve yourself the cooked fish. Then the other fish, you serve it to your partner, the fish that is okay. Then you just put the food at the table for your partner to take, and then your partner tells you to give him any of the fish. You just moment, like, as long as it's food, it's not like us who really want this and this. Yeah, so the partner takes the food and starts eating, and then the woman who was serving the food, yeah, took the cooked fish and started eating. And now this Barbara was talking about, just to normalize putting yourself first, not like in a bad way, but normalize, just not putting yourself as if you are like low or something. No, just normalize um loving yourself in the extent that, you see, if that woman would serve herself that fish that is okay and give the crooked, cooked fish to the husband, it will just be normal. But now for the woman, it was, but the society says about a woman, you should do this and this, it should be this and this. You see, about the meaning of the society, like that is how that woman was raised. That is how. That is why he took the cooked fish and gave the husband the fish that was okay. I don't know if I've explained well, but I've tried, guys. I've tried. Yeah. So get this book and read it. So the Harbara says that just normalize loving yourself. He was explaining about loving yourself, not like belittling your partner or what. If it would be me, yeah, I would still take the cooked fish, but mm, yeah, I would just take it, because it's not about that much that I'm trying to belittle him or what, but it was just talking about trying to love yourself much more than you can love. If you love yourself more, you will learn to love your partner or someone close to you more. Yeah, so that is it, guys, about normalizing things I've tried to unlearn and things I have normalized. And yeah, so see you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for listening to the content I've given you. If you have any addition or correction, it's allowed. Just give the correction or addition in the comment section. Yeah, so again, guys, if you haven't subscribed, please do. It's free. Just support your girl here. We are heading to 500 subscribers. We want to be consistent, guys, so that morale can get us forward. Yeah, so adios.